It is May 8th, 2025, a beautiful spring day, approximately 73 to 74 degrees in southern Pennsylvania in Michaux State Forest. I took my 2021 Honda CT125 trail bike out for about the third or fourth time this year, but this has by far been the nicest day I've had so far. I hit the mountain, hit the forest, and did some back roads. Got onto some rougher roads and dirt fire roads. It was just a great day. I ran into two other cyclists, one guy I used to work with. We reacquainted and have made plans to try to get together and ride together. This 125 is just a great bike. It will go just about anywhere. If you're not familiar with it, it's a 4-speed automatic transmission, neutral and then 4 up. And it gets about 100 miles to the gallon, so it only holds a 1.5 gallon tank, but that's enough to go pretty much all day in this area. I did 50 miles today and still barely even touched the gas tank. Here I just got on the Rattlesnake Run, which is a fire road, mountain road. I'm very lucky. I can go probably 50 to 60 miles from southern Pennsylvania, almost on the Maryland border, clear up to almost Carlisle on dirt roads. Barely have to touch Macadam Road. All these roads are fairly easy to ride, and then off of them there's some trails and some single track you can go onto once you get familiar with it. This early spring, a lot of these roads have some severe potholes, and I've got my bones rattled a couple times, plus got splashed and got wet feet. But they'll come through, and the problem is they don't let you know, and put crushed stone all over these roads, and then allow them wear down so they get rid of the pothole. This time of year, they're still pretty fairly rough. There's numerous side trails throughout Michaux State Forest, and a lot of them will have gates that say no motorized vehicles or no trespassing. But like this one doesn't, if the gate is old and rusted, it doesn't have any sign saying you're not allowed to be on it. I've been on it for years. I even came off of one of these and there was a forest employee sitting there in a truck, and I said, "Is it okay to ride these?" And he said, "I don't care." So unless it actually says no trespassing or no motorized vehicles, I usually ride them, and I guess if I'm not supposed to be on them, sooner or later somebody will tell me. But only ride the ones that aren't posted, because I do obey the law. If it says no trespassing or no motorized vehicles, I will not ride it. Almost all of these side trails just go back for maybe a mile and a half, 2 miles, somewhere back, old logging areas. They usually just go back to an open area where you can tell they were logged years ago, and there's usually a lot of dense brush and small trees growing up from make up for what they logged out years ago. Made it back out to the fire roads that take me down further up into the Michaux State Forest. It brings you out on Old Forge Road, which will take you up to South Mountain. And if you keep going far enough and know where you're going, you can end up in Caledonia State Park, Route 30, and clear up to Pine Grove State Park. It's a beautiful area. You can mountain bike it, places to kayak, and places to motorcycle. I'm just lucky to live by it. Ended up riding about 40 miles today. Here I got off of the fire roads and I'm heading up into South Mountain, Pennsylvania, which brings you over, if you could go completely over, brings you down into Mont Alto, where the Penn State campus is, but I cut off early and go back down through on some side roads back into Waynesboro. Thank you for watching.